Grilled T-bones on a drum smoker. Stick around, I'll show you how. Welcome back to Heat of the Drum. My name's Steve. So you're thinking about building a drum smoker, or maybe you already have one and you're wondering, how do I grill on that thing, or can I grill on it? And I'm here to tell you, you can. So I went down to the butcher. I got a couple big T-bones. We're going to make us a steak rub from scratch, put it on there, and get those seasoned up. And then we're going to come out here and fire this drum smoker up and put it in grill mode. It's real easy. Anybody can do this. So let's go ahead and get that rub made. Okay, let's make this rub. So we got 1 teaspoon kosher salt. We got 2 teaspoons of coarse ground pepper. We got a half a teaspoon of ground oregano. We got 1 teaspoon of minced onion, half teaspoon of crushed red pepper, and 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. Let's get her all mixed up. And this is really good on chuck roast too. I do it on that too. And when you're done, it'll look something like that. Okay, let's talk about these T-bones. Now I'm just trimming them up just a little bit, just to get some of this fat off of here. Nothing too crazy. And I'm just getting some of this hard fat off of here. Kind of like that. Now let's get them seasoned up. And I'm doing 3 steaks tonight, and you can tell, man, these are some thick ones. They are probably just a hair over 2 fingers thick right there, so they're nice and thick. Let's go ahead and get them seasoned up. Now, I'm going to use this rub on 2 of these steaks. The wife wants hers done just with some garlic and some pepper, so we're going to accommodate her and do that. But we're going to go ahead and use our freshly made rub on these 2 right here. Let's go ahead and get them seasoned. And this is a nice coarse seasoning that's really good on steaks and beef in general. Let's get them flipped. And get the other side done. And we'll get the last of it on here. Like that. And we'll go ahead and get this one seasoned up, like I said, just with a little bit of granulated garlic and some pepper. Okay, so let's get our grate in. The key to grilling on a drum smoker is basically height of the basket. And when I designed mine, I made a special shelf just for the charcoal basket. So you can see it's as easy as that. Let's get the basket in and get the chimney going. Okay, what I have here is basket with some royal oak, lump charcoal, and some Kingsford briquettes, and the same thing here in my chimney. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over to this front side. Now it is extremely windy out here today, so we're going to grill these steaks no matter what though. Gonna let this chimney get going for about 15 minutes. Then we'll dump her in there and work on getting the grill / drum smoker up to temp. Okay, we are starting to see flame. We are going to dump the coals in. Here we go. Get rid of that. Let's get our coals in. And I'll kind of bring you in here and show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to scatter these coals out, but not all the way across. I want to keep about half of the basket. This side over here, remember, this is going to be our safe zone over here. So we want this side to get nice and hot. So I'm going to let this go for another probably 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. And we'll be getting some steaks on real soon here. Let's go ahead and get our grate in so it can start heating up and getting cleaned off. I am going to put my thermometer in just for curiosity's sake. And I'm going to put it over here in the indirect heat side. Okay, it's been about 7 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this grate off real quick. I'm going to do just a quick little adjustment. Our coals have kind of migrated the heat that way. And remember, I want to keep a safe zone over here. I want indirect heat on that side. So I'm going to bring these hot coals back over on this side. You're not going to get them all over there. But that's fine. We'll just get these over the best we can. Now what we're going to do is get the lid on. And in case you're interested, I forgot to tell you guys that I got my baffle open about 1 inch down there. Okay, so we got our lid on. We are off to the races now. It's just a matter of time. We're going to continue to let this heat up, this drum get hot, and we're going to put them steaks on before you know it. Okay, we're at 400 degrees. Let's get this steak on. And man, is it windy. But we're grilling anyway. So like I said, too, we're going to go indirect heat. So we're going to put these guys over here on this side. Just like that. And one, we're going to sear right from the get-go. And we'll let that go for about 5 minutes, and we'll flip it. Just showing you guys how windy it is, man. It's crazy. But we're going to get these steaks done one way or the other. Okay. So this one here, we are going to flip. Look at that. These we're not touching yet. So we'll give that a few more minutes, and then we'll take the one on the direct heat side and push that over to the indirect side. And in case you guys are curious, we are running 350 degrees. Okay. It's time to flip these. And move this one over. And we'll bring you back for the next step. Okay, so what we're going to do, the two that are on the indirect heat side, we want to get them to about 115. At 115, we're going to bring those over and get them on that direct heat side and start searing that outer meat up. Hers we're going to leave on till it's about, she likes hers well done, so we're going to leave that on till it's about 155, and she'll be happy with that. Mine, we're going to go to about 140, 145, then we'll be taking them off. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Let's get some temps on these. These are the two here where we're reverse searing. Let's check those out. 124, 122. Now this is the one that we seared at first. That's 148. Like I said, she wants hers kind of well done, so we're going to do that for her. These two here, we're going to slide over. We're going to take these about 20 more degrees. Listen to that sizzle. Move this guy over here. Actually, let's kind of slide him around this way. Right there. And we're going to give it about 5 minutes, and then we'll check on those, and more than likely, we'll be flipping. Okay, let's check them. We're going to flip these real quick. Woohoo! Look at that. Couple more minutes. We'll be taking these off. Okay, here we go. Let's check these. They're at 139, 38. It's time to get these off. Here's our two reverse sear. Woo-wee. And here's the well done for the wife. What I'm going to do is bring these over here. And I got some unsalted butter right here. I'm going to put a little pat of butter on there. You can hear my neighbor weed whacking over there, but we're going to enjoy some steaks while he's weed whacking. So we're going to let these rest for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be cutting them. Okay, before we cut into these, we got to do a quick little recap. We made a steak rub from scratch. Now you can use whatever rub you want to use. I just enjoy making my own. So that's what we did. We put that on there. We'll let it rest on the steak for about 30, 40 minutes. We came out, we got the drum smoker fired up in grill mode, which basically is just raising that basket up to a higher level and getting those coals going. So we got it. When the meat went on, we were about 400 degrees right there. And that was perfect. The smoker slash grill came down to about 350 and settled into there for the rest of the grilling process. So we started the reverse sear process on two of them, and we seared one of them right from the get-go, and then later brought that over to the indirect heat side. Then we brought the other two back over and started searing them and got them. These two here we took off about 140-ish, and we left the other one on for the wife because she likes hers well done. So hers was more like 155-ish. Nothing left to do now but go ahead and sample these. We took them off. We let them rest for about 5 minutes. We put a little pat of butter on there. And now this one here is calling my name. Nothing left to do but go ahead and slice into this guy. Give you a look to see what he looks like. And let's go ahead and give this guy a try. These are nice and juicy. And these were some really thick T-bones, I'll tell you. Here we go. I tell you what, that steak rub is really good. It was an extremely windy day today. You can probably hear this wind whipping around. But we were still able to grill these T-bones on this drum smoker. And I'll tell you what, they are juicy. Look at the juice. Let's go ahead and cut another slice right here. Oh yeah. Nice, good charcoal flavor coming from that drum/grill. You can do this too until I see you next time on Heat of the Drum.